What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another episode of MUT Recap, our weekly series here on YouTube, where we go over everything regarding Madden Ultimate Team, Madden 20 in general. So let's go ahead and recap the week. This is a special Labor Day edition. Hope you guys are all having a great holiday weekend. A little bit rainy here in New York, so gotta stay inside, can't barbecue or anything. I can't believe it's already September. Let's start out by talking about Weekend League, and shout out to everybody that tuned into my live streams this week where we did stream Weekend League. We got 16 wins. Pretty pumped about that. It's an improvement from last week. I think last week I only won 13 or 14, but we got 16. We clutched it out. It was rough. We started good, then kind of in the middle, played a little bad. We got to a point where we were 13-9 with 3 games left. Needed to clutch it out and win 3 in a row, and that we did. So I was pretty pumped about that. Should get some decent rewards. I'm definitely going to take all of the coins when I get those rewards, and we'll easily be over 3.5 million once we get those rewards. Let's go ahead and quickly breeze through the top 100, and then we'll talk about gameplay and what I saw, what I noticed. We have 1, 2, 3, only 4 25-0s this week. I think the biggest reason for that is because of the Madden Classic. I think a lot of the competitors who are usually up there on the leaderboards were probably in Dallas this weekend playing in that tournament, and that's something that I kind of expected to happen. We'll have to see what got you in the top 25. I didn't really look at the leaderboards throughout the whole week. Or weekend, I should say. So let's just scroll all the way down to the bottom. It's been pretty solid, needing about 20 to 21 wins to get in the top 100. Could we see some 19s in here? We're getting close. Yes, 19 wins got a couple people in there this weekend. So again, I think that's mainly because of the competitive tournament. And I also think that once we start to see other modes, I said this last week, other modes qualify you to get in. You're going to see this continue to happen. So Weekend League won't be as crazy getting in the top 100, once those salary cap events, and I'm not sure what requires people for like the team. I think it's the team. I'm plugging in my controller here, by the way, as you saw that battery's running low. The leagues. I don't know if leagues you can get in through Weekend League, salary cap. I'm not sure, but we'll probably see this start to tail off in the gameplay for Weekend League. So let's talk about it. They should officially rename Weekend League to IForm League, because that's pretty much all that I saw. Really struggled with it early in Weekend League, trying to stop it, as a lot of people came in my chat throughout the weekend, said they were struggling stopping the run as well. We kind of saw that in the Madden Classic, which I'm going to talk about. I started 3-0. The 4th game, I played somebody who was really good at running the ball, and it was a shootout. He could not stop my passing game. I could not stop his running game. And at that point, I had to make a switch out of the playbook I was in. I was in the Cincinnati Bengals defense, running mostly nickel and nickel over G and a little bit of 4-6, but nothing I did in that game could stop the run. 4-3 over, under, upper, downer, like no matter what it was. I made up formations there, by the way. I'm sure somebody's going to try to correct me in the comment section. So I switched to the Jets defense because there is a Dime 146 ebook out there on Playbook GG that I've been meaning to watch and start running, and I think a lot of people ran it in the Madden Classic as well. So it's probably going to be something you're going to see a lot online going forward, but I switched to the Jets. Shout out to my guy Corey who recommended it. Started trying 4-4 split a little bit, spreading your linebackers, pinching your D-line, and it seemed to help with the run. I still don't think I have it mastered as far as stopping it, but it definitely did help. As far as fumbles go, they seemed a little bit toned down compared to last week. Now remember, before last Weekend League, we had already got the toned down fumble patch, but it didn't feel like it. This week, it did, but at the same time, I'm just going to tell you guys what I did. If you've been sick of getting fumbles, you're just going to have to play the game on conservative ball carrier. That's what I did. I just said, you know what? I'm just going to not have to juke people. I think with the way that conservative tackling is this year, it's not good at all. It's easy to make people miss without jukes. With jukes, a whole lot easier, but you can still make people miss without needing to juke. So that's why I made the decision to play on conservative until if we see another patch that tones down fumbles more, maybe I'll go away from that. But for the most part, I'm just going to play on conservative going forward. Another thing, possession catching is completely overpowered. I mean, anytime you're in trouble, as long as it's not too far downfield. Sometimes I got caught with like a tight end streak where I tried to possession catch and my player just wouldn't jump because it just wasn't that type of situation, and the safety would just come up and pick it. But man, you can get away with so many catches just by simply holding down your X or A button. The possession catch is absolutely just madness. So gameplay glitches, we saw a really like slow playing version. I don't know how to describe it. The game was in slow motion. I think it was maybe only on Xbox. That's all that I really happened to see on Twitter and whatnot. But yes, slow motion glitch happened this weekend. There's an untackable I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Basically, there's a glitch where Steve Young, and I think it's just escape artists in general, cannot be tackled. I think if you turn tackling onto aggressive, that's the only way to stop it, but unfortunately you get 15-yard penalties. I know Clint tweeted out this weekend that they're working on it. Hopefully we see a patch really, really fast. I was lucky enough not to run into it, and hopefully by next Weekend League it will be patched, because it could definitely ruin the game and ruin a lot of people's experience. So that's really all I got for Weekend League gameplay. It still frustrated me. I'm happy I was able to clutch up and get 16 wins. Me personally, I am passing the ball really well now, still running the ball pretty solid. My defense just still needs work, because I get into these shootouts, and when it comes down to it, I can't get the stop that I need to get. I'm scoring. I think my offensive scheme is pretty good so far, but defense, I'm still struggling. Speaking on gameplay, Madden Classic, I didn't watch a ton of it because I was at work and just not around this weekend, but I did watch the final 2 games. Very, very good games. Shout out to Serious Mo for getting the win there. It did prove to me that the run is a little imbalanced right now. I'm not going to say it's overpowered. I don't want to see everybody say patch it just because of this. It probably will happen, unfortunately. I don't want them to overpatch the game. If this is how the game is going to play, that's just how it's going to have to be. That's my opinion. The only things that I want to see patched are like obvious glitches, like the escape artist glitch, the you can't tackle person glitch. Those things we need patched, but I don't want, just because something is hard to stop doesn't mean it's impossible. The first game, Henry, he found a way to stop the I-form. Then Mo made adjustments, went to a different formation, started doing some toss sweeps, and he adjusted. So I don't want to see this game overpatched. That's the problem that we had last year, and I'm a little worried that because of this event, you're going to see that it's going to be a lot of copycats. A lot of people, so many people already were running I-form this weekend. It's going to be even worse going into next weekend, and I don't want them just to patch it just because people are complaining. The word patch is just used so much in this community, it's quite ridiculous. Armbar definitely needs to be toned down though. Not patch, just toned down. Just make it a little, I think they did tone it down once, but it needs to be toned down again. Let's recap the week of content. Monday, we got flashbacks, Deshaun Jackson and Joe Hayden. Pretty solid cards, both of them. I have Deshaun powered up to an 83. I'll eventually get his 88 and power him up. Tuesday, we had the House Rules debacle is what my notes say. The game mode was stock plays only, so you couldn't make hot routes. You couldn't audible into certain or any plays on offense. For defense, you could not move your user around, which made the running to the outside really tough to stop. Also, you could, the only thing you could do is like shade down, shade up, make adjustments for your coverage and whatnot, but otherwise, I was disappointed because it was a reuse thing. We saw it last year, and I was expecting a lot of new things to come about for House Rules this week, or this year, and they haven't yet. Now, there was, when I say debacle, is that it was originally supposed to be first person to 200 yards wins, and you were supposed to win 30 games to get the big prize. They nerfed that right away, and then they had to readjust the reward structure, which I think they nailed it. They got it right, and they did it pretty fast, too. So 10 wins got you a theme diamond, not of your choice, a random card, and you got full training from it. So that was really, really cool, that if you quick sold that card, you got the full amount of training. So House Rules, to me, was a success. Even though I didn't enjoy the rules of the game mode, it still worked out for me. The rewards after 10 wins were terrible, though. Those needed to be fixed. Wednesday, heavyweights, Justin Houston and Marshall Yanda. Yawn. Just heavyweights have kind of been boring. Thursday, signatures, Cam Jordan and Phillip Rivers. Cam Jordan card looked good. Phillip Rivers, I guess, he's a good regs player, but yawn. Friday, we got a lot of content. Team of the Week preseason. I did not expect that to come out. The cards weren't great. Delvin Cook looked pretty good. Bradley Chubb looked pretty good. I wasn't super hype about it. I was just hyped that we got the content. We got that. We got veterans Clay Matthews and LeGarrette Blount. I've heard some good things about the LeGarrette Blount. I'll have to try that again. And remember, with veterans, you don't need a power-up for those cards. You can put any team chem that you want on that card for veterans only, if you weren't aware. And then later on in the day, we got the next installment of the Madden 10 card, which was Patrick Willis. Sorry, I probably could have been doing this on the screen so you guys could see some things there. But yes, the MUT 10 card was Patrick Willis this week. I'm just happy to see him back in MUT. He's a card that a lot of people have wanted, and it was just really, really cool to see him back in the game. So again, to recap Friday, we got 3 different drops. Veterans, we got the MUT 10 stuff, and we got Team of the Week. We got our first look at getting Team of the Year cards, because we have seen now that if we play these weekly solos, we're going to get a token, and if you get enough tokens, you'll get a free Team of the Year card at the end of the year, so that's very, very cool. And then Saturday, we got our legends. This week, we got Alan Page and Kevin Maui. Don't know if I killed his name. Alan Page, block shed a little lower than I wanted. His card was great last year. This one's pretty solid, but no big names, and I don't know if that's going to be the case for the next 10 weeks, or 8 weeks, I should say. Let's talk about the market. Thursday through about Sunday morning, training market really dropped. Same cycle as it happened last week as well. So I think this is something that it's like 3 or 4 weeks in a row now. If you're going to be looking to get training, don't do it during the week. You got to wait till like Thursday night is when it starts to drop. Now we're going to talk about this week's schedule and how that could adjust the way the market reacts too. But as far as just like the market, coins, methods, things to make coins, yesterday I dropped that video, so I'm not going to cover it in this one. And that's how the formula is going to be with my videos going forward, is we're just going to recap stuff. But if you guys want like market information, investment information, go check out my market video from yesterday. This week, due to the hurricane, and I hope everybody that's in the path of it or near it stays safe. I just hope everybody's okay there, man, because it can be scary with that type of stuff. I have no idea. I live on the upper East Coast. When it snows here, all I got to do is stay inside and I'm safe. So weekend league rewards are going to be delayed. They will probably not be out tomorrow. Solo battles did not come out today. They will probably come out tomorrow, I believe. There will be no house rules this week. No signature cards on Thursday. The Madden 10 player that usually comes out on Fridays will be out on Thursday. And Weekend League monthly rewards will also be delayed. I don't know what day those are coming out. Probably Friday. So just a bunch of things to note if you guys were unaware. Lots of delays just because the EA staff, they can't be at work right now. And we need to, as a community, have patience and understanding on that. As far as content goes, I don't know if that's going to delay any big programs. I would expect with the NFL season kicking off Thursday, we'll probably get some type of ultimate kickoff promo like we did last year. But we'll have to see. This hurricane could mess all the plans up. We just don't know. I mentioned MUT Heroes last week. That was originally a part of monthly rewards. I think they removed it out of there and put a Team of the Week instead. So I don't think MUT Heroes is coming out at least over the next week or two. I still think we'll see it in September. And I'll talk more about that in another video either today or tomorrow. But I think Ultimate Kickoff is probably the next promo. Probably going to be similar to what we saw last year. And that's really it, man. I don't know. You know, we got our weekly content. The next big promo is kind of the thing that everybody's waiting for. If I were you right now, because I get this question a lot, what do I do with my coins? I got 400K. Who should I buy? Don't buy anybody. Hold on, guys, because we're only going to get more team. You know, NFL starts next week. Team of the Weeks are coming. Another big promo's coming, possibly Ultimate Kickoff, MUT Heroes eventually. I would hold off. I have a lot of coins. I could make a ton of upgrades right now, but I think it just wouldn't be the smart thing to do. So we forgot to end last week's video by showing the squad, so we'll do it this week. I got to start out by saying shout outs to my boy T-Main, who hooked me up with this Marcus Allen. Did not need it at all. Tariq Cohen's doing good for me, but I had people message me telling me I needed to upgrade my running back. Like guy I beat in weekend league said, you need to get a better running back. And T-Man said, yo, put up a card, I got you, and he donated this Marcus Allen, so props to my man there. Here's the offense. I think I need a new quarterback. The next promo hopefully has a good quarterback because Mahomes is starting to make me upset sometimes. We did put TE Apprentice on Zach Ertz as one of our 3 X Factors. I'll show you that. So we got Slot Apprentice, TE Apprentice, and Evasive. I haven't used any X Factor. I just use abilities. I don't really care about the X Factors on offense, honestly. Eventually I will. But I like my offense. Offensive line is solid. Everybody's solid. We may have to replace Michael Thomas at some point because he's a little bit slow. But otherwise, love the team on offense. Defense, we picked up Von Miller this week. We powered him up, and he is as advertised. He's a beast. Just gets to the quarterback quickly. Him and LT together. I'm in a 3-4 playbook now, but I still really play 4-3 style. But Von Miller, Lawrence Taylor as my defensive ends. They're just ridiculous, man. So those are 2 of our 3 X Factors. And we still have Anthony Barr, who's... I really just play 2 linebackers with Shazier and Barr. 3 safeties usually on the field with Amos, Tillman. Or actually 2 safeties, Amos and Tillman. Kevin Bayard doesn't really see the field. We got Tillman up to an 88 this morning. He's still slow as dirt and doesn't help. And then the cornerbacks, I moved Jalen Ramsey over to CB2. For whatever reason, my CB2 always gets thrown at more than CB1. So he's been a little bit better in that position. Plus, we powered him up. He's made more plays, maybe 3 or 4 days in this position than he did for a full week. And that's the squad, man. Let me know what you guys think of the squad. Again, I'm holding my coins and being patient before I make upgrades. That's all I got for today, man. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.